Welcome to my second podcast, and well, we're going to start with this.
Today we made an offer that the Ukrainians have accepted, which is to enter into a ceasefire and into immediate negotiations to end this conflict in a way that's enduring and sustainable and accounts for their interests, their security, their ability to prosper as a nation.
As a result of that, and I think as a result of this positive step forward, the president has decided to lift the pause on aid and on our security assistance to Ukraine going forward. And that's effective immediately.
The goal here is the only way out to end this war is to negotiate out of it. There's no military solution to this war. The solution to this war and the way to end it and to achieve the president's objective of peace is to negotiate. But before you can negotiate, you have to stop shooting at each other. And that's what the president has wanted to see, and that's the commitment we got today from the Ukrainian side, their willingness to do that. Obviously now that'll be delivered to the Russians. It'll be delivered to them directly through multiple channels, meaning not only will they obviously see it, it'll be communicated to them through our diplomatic channels, through conversations and other methods, but they'll obviously be well aware. And our hope is that the Russians will say yes, that they will also agree, so the shooting will stop, the killing will stop, the dying will stop, and the talks can begin about how to end this war permanently in a way that's acceptable and enduring for both sides.
Well, as you saw from that, Rubio and Waltz went over to Saudi Arabia and met with the Ukrainian delegates there and actually got the ceasefire deal done. They said it wouldn't be done. They said Trump was stupid and trolling Zelensky. They did it without Zelensky this time, and hopefully they can take that to Putin and they can get the deal done and get a ceasefire, proper ceasefire done, and maybe we'll end up with world peace, which is what we need. Let's face it, Europe for one thing and the UK have agreed to send billions and billions and billions in aid over there, and it's absolutely ridiculous. We didn't ask for it and nobody voted for that, but they have gone ahead and done that. But that's that. Now we'll see what happens in the future. Moving on. So now I want to take you back. I want to take you back to last Tuesday and Trump's historic speech to the Congress. It was a marvelous speech. I watched the whole thing. Brilliant. Very full of hope and the dreams of the American people. And the Democrats, I have to say, acted like children, that whole thing. He trolled them in the beginning to say that he could do anything. He could cure cancer. He could bring about world peace. He could do anything, right? Bring them men back from, or help with the help of Elon Musk, bring them men back from the International Space Station, which Biden neglected all the time he was in office. Political reasons as well, I might add. He could do all that, and the Democrats still wouldn't say anything positive about it. It would be all negative, and the media would cover none of it, right? Which is very true. And we have a great example of that very shortly. Because one of the great parts of it, I mean, he was trolling left, right, and centre, and he was very funny. He's a good comedian, he's Trump. But one of the best parts of it was about the 13-year-old boy DJ who survived brain cancer and 13 different surgeries. I'll let Donald Trump actually explain that to you on his own.
Joining us in the gallery tonight is a young man who truly loves our police. His name is DJ Daniel. He is 13 years old, and he has always dreamed of becoming a police officer. But in 2018, DJ was diagnosed with brain cancer. The doctors gave him 5 months at most to live. That was more than 6 years ago. Since that time, DJ and his dad have been on a quest to make his dream come true, and DJ has been sworn in as an honorary law enforcement officer, actually a number of times. The police love him, the police departments love him. And tonight, DJ, we're going to do you the biggest honor of them all. I am asking our new Secret Service Director, Sean Curran, to officially make you an agent of the United States Secret Service. Thank you, DJ.
Well, if that didn't bring a tear to your eye, I don't know what would. Right, you're a very, very hard person, or possibly even a sociopath. Talking of which, have you heard well, I heard on Megyn Kelly's show, the test to see if you're a sociopath. And it goes as follows. Listen to this now. A man goes to a funeral, and at that funeral, he meets a very nice woman, and he gets on well with her, and then 2 weeks later, he kills her mother. Why? And my initial reaction to that was because he wants to see her again. Well, why not? It's at the mother's funeral. I mean, that seems like a fair thing, not a fair thing to do, killing a mother, but a fair assessment of it. But seemingly that one answer, if you get to that straight away, makes you a sociopath. And I got to that answer straight away, which sort of worried me a bit. But then I thought, hang on, no, I cry over the silliest things on TV. So, I'm not a sociopath at all. But we can also hear from DJ himself. Watch.
But you wanna know the craziest part? Because my mom bathes me and my brothers all together. And out of nowhere, I locked up, and then my dad was calling my name, and I started going to the slow thing, and he said, "Stop playing with me." And then I started to act. I ain't gonna lie, I started to act slow. And then as soon as he said that, we was speeding all the way, running lights, going to the hospital. And then next thing you know, I was seizing on the table. They said, "Nah, we gonna have to go in his brain tonight." Ever since then, I had 13 brain surgeries, and that's how many times my personality has changed. And that's something that you don't hear from a terminally ill child. They had 5 months to live. I'm gonna keep on going until my gas tanks run out. And that's when God calls you home. You never know when God's gonna call you home. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my dad. And I know he's pretty proud of me, and I'm pretty proud of him too. And I'd like to thank President Trump, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here today.
I hope you have a long life, DJ. I really do. But the media are crazy. Controlled by the Democratic side, the left-hand side, of course. And there are two people there who, above all else, are mad and evil and should be sacked, or they should be made to resign. Rachel Maddow is one of them, and we will see her reaction to that, to DJ. Right? Watch this and be horrified.
For the record, and this is disgusting, the president made a spectacle out of praising a young man who thus far survived pediatric cancer, as if the president had something to do with that. This was in the midst of him praising Doge. The Doge cuts, among other things, have cut off funding for ongoing research into pediatric cancer.
That was disgusting. And you just take the pay cut, I know, from 30 million down to 25 million. 25 million a year. And all she does is one show a week. At the moment, she's doing 4 shows or 5 shows, I'm not sure. But that's just to tide over the first month or so it was. She's going back to doing 1 hour show a week. Right? 52 hours work on camera, $25 million. That is ridiculous. Now, there's not the only one. Nicole Wallace was another, and this is her reaction.
But I think this was a lesson in finding one thing that you let yourself feel. And I let myself feel joy about DJ, and I hope he's alive for another, 95 years, right? And I hope he lives and the life he wants to live. He wants to be a cop. He knows what he wants to do. And maybe when you have childhood cancer, that crystallizes for you. And I hope he has a long life as a law enforcement officer. But I hope he never has to defend the United States Capitol against Donald Trump's supporters.
Now, both of these people should be sacked immediately. As far as I'm concerned, they should be sacked and never, ever work in TV. They're supposed to be journalists. They're not journalists. Right, Maddow's claimed that he's stopped funding for brain cancer. He hasn't. He's never touched that thing, something like that. All Elon Musk has been doing under the Doge is going around and trying to find wasteful spending. That's all he's done, wasteful spending. All the millions and millions and billions that have been going off to absolute rubbish ideas around the world. And they're stopping it. They haven't stopped anything essential. Or they did. But he also promised that if they cut something immediately and it's wrong, they will immediately reinstate it again, which they have done. And they have also said that they will not touch Social Security, Medicaid or Medicare, right? Unless it's wasteful spending in those. They just put a bill through the Senate. It's just passed through the finance bill, and in that there is a necessity to cut Medicaid. Now, that is through the wasteful spending that they're going to find. That's all.
But at the beginning of this clip, beginning of this video, I actually said that the Democrats acted like children. And here's the examples of that.
And once again, I look at the Democrats in front of me, and I realize there is absolutely nothing I can say to make them happy or to make them stand or smile or applaud. Nothing I can do. And these people sitting right here will not clap, will not stand, and certainly will not cheer for these astronomical achievements. They won't do it, no matter what. Five times I've been up here. It's very sad, and it just shouldn't be this way. And I have stopped all government censorship and brought back free speech in America. It's back. Nobody wants peace more than the Ukrainians, he said. My team and I stand ready to work under President Trump's strong leadership to get a peace that lasts, and have received strong signals that they are ready for peace. Wouldn't that be beautiful? Wouldn't that be beautiful? Over the past 4 years, 21 million people poured into the United States. Many of them were murderers, human traffickers, gang members, and other criminals from the streets of dangerous cities. But we are getting them out, and getting them out fast. We're going to reduce our debt with that money. I'm calling for no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security benefits for our great seniors. Last year, I told Lakin's grieving parents that we would ensure their daughter would not have died in vain. That's why the very first bill I signed into law as your 47th president mandates the detention of all dangerous criminal aliens who threaten public safety. It's a very strong, powerful act. I have directed that for every one new regulation, 10 old regulations must be eliminated, just like I did in my very successful first term. So Democrats sitting before me, for just this one night, why not join us in celebrating so many incredible wins for America? For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
They really are pathetic. They are pathetic at the moment. And they were parodied in a video. Watch this.
Will any of the Democrats please stand up? Please stand up. Please stand up for a kid with brain cancer, or Laken Riley, or widows of police. God Almighty, or a military academy nominee. You can at least say, yo, I'm proud of you, G. Not for women get beat up by banning their sport with balls all tucked in their volleyball shorts. We jacked this beat cause you Democrats suck. Will any of you Democrats please stand up? Please stand up. Please stand up. Will any of you Democrats please stand up?
That's really great. What they've tried to do in response to all of this is to start their own social media blitz, if you like. They put out some videos, one of which they think is great because it got loads of views. But the reason it got loads of views is because it's such rubbish. I'll show you a couple of them, right? No, first I'll show you one that is absolutely ridiculous. Watch this one.
Choose your character.
They're going, yeah, it got loads of views, that one. Fantastic. Yeah, we're getting there. But if you read the comments, all the comments are there because they're absolutely lambasting the fact that it's a cringe video. And there are more. Watch this one.
We're in the middle of a hostile government takeover. I want to talk about it, but I'll be late for work. And if you're saying, wait a minute, do we have to stop this? We had one, but she didn't want that lady in office. Hostile government takeover.
Sorry, I can't stop laughing at that one. The Republicans came back with their own version. This is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Choose your character.
So there they are, trolling the Democrats over their own social media videos. It's great. Right, we're going to wrap this one up. Before I go anywhere, I need to apologise for the sound quality on this video. In parts, I think I've sorted it out now. But, yeah, that's what it is. And on the next one, I'm going to be talking about men in women's sports and the whole argument over that. And, well, I'll see you on that one. Right, okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.